Hey, is we live or is we live? Wow, I haven't even been talking and I'm kind of hoarse. Um, oh, okay. Anybody that show up tonight, I'm really not chatting. I'm really doing this to get done with things that I have been procrastinating on and holding up progress because I did not get around to it. Well, my round to it is in the kitchen. I'm starting the process here in my living room. And one of the first things I wanted to acknowledge and do is say thank you. Some of the stuff that's been sitting around in my house in a way, and I'm wondering why it's in the way, because that's my method of getting my attention to address it. So I'll put certain something in an odd place, and that'll make me say, "Why is it there?" and then address it. So I had a lot of stuff around the house like that, and so I'm attempting. Hey, lockhead boss lady. Um, well, I know a lot of you are joining me new, are new subscribers, or new subbies, and one of the things that I was doing on my Fat for Life TV channel was using my lives to hold myself accountable for decluttering. So it may not be, your topic or, what you need, but I do have a lot of gems that I plan to drop as I declutter my life. And one of the things I wanted to do, first of all, I'm about to go to bed. I will follow all who needs it. But good night. Stay positive. That's okay. I appreciate you showing up. It's an honor when anybody show up. Um, I really wasn't, you know, doing this to actually chat. Just actually get it done because lives over any other method of video uploads, they go up faster. I mean, it's just me taking advantage of the technology. So I appreciate you coming and thanks for the support. I appreciate it. Um, as I was saying, I did make me a list of things that I want to talk about so that I won't get off track. And the reason why I'm doing this primarily is a video I watched by this guy, um, the Visionetics Institute, and he got a video up called 5 Minutes of Fire. You are not hungry enough. And I decided I wasn't hungry enough because I kept procrastinating on some things that really need to be out the way um, before I can really go full force with my website. Hello, Queen, loving my hair. Um, I'm getting ready for bed, going to listen while I'm preparing. Okay, so yeah, I am going to be dropping some informational gems, so you don't really have to watch it. You could do your hair or whatever. And if you do need to watch it, you can always, you know, go back to the point which you heard me say something you was that was of interest. Also, anybody, I need help. It's going to be a major undertaking for me to move my content over to my website that I own, and so I the help that I could actually use is that if it's information that you appreciate that you think somebody else can help, just put that notation in a comment on this video. So like it says, yeah, okay. So like on this live, it says the 4 minutes and 37 seconds. So just put that. She talks about such and such at 4 minutes 33 seconds. And believe me, everybody else who come along on this video gonna appreciate you doing that thing that which they don't have to endure my possibly maybe hour-long live. But I'm gonna do this live till I'm finished, because when I go to bed, I want to go to bed just like y'all. When I go to bed, I want to have these things off my mind, because they are holding up progress, you know, with me going forward, especially with the gardening, because I want to get this stuff out. And it's all related to the gardening. So I the stall was is that I wanted to explain some things about it. Now, first off, I want to thank some people. I'm very, very humble and honored that there were some people that donated, and I appreciate the donations. So I wanted to shout that person out, um, which I had the name up and I still took it down. So um, one shout out person is S. Hutchison, which I'm going to start putting her link in my videos too, because I really think she's a very positive sister and moving through these YouTube streets like you should, in a supportive way, helping smaller channels build up. Um, Even though this is a smaller channel, it's deliberately smaller. So yes, Antisha Wheeler, I want to shout you out. I appreciate your donation. Thank you very much. I just want you to know I'm not an arrogant person or greedy, or I'm humble, and I believe me, your donation is going to help me get my medicine. That's what I didn't have money for, and I got a nag from my pharmacy to come pick it up, and I couldn't because I didn't have the money. Thanks to you, I'll be able to get my medication. So I appreciate that. Hey, Tosh Time. S. Hutchison is a beautiful person, so I'm gonna shout her out. And this is what's next. This is what she helped me uh, get hip to, and I will say I like it. I got it. Not really expecting much, but it is sort of like Bengay, but I like it better than a Bengay. And because it's not greasy. It's not greasy, and you still get the um, soothing stimulation that you would with a Bengay. And it sort of smells like Bengay, that mint flavor. Mint. And hey Andrea, I didn't know you was on YouTube. Tosh Time, continue blessings. Thank you, thank you. All right, so that was a shout out. Thank you, S. Hutchison. I really did get it. And the reason why I bring that up is because some people might be sick and shut in like I am, and I can't just get around like the normal person. I don't have a car. Even if I could ride a bus, it's very draining when you have fibromyalgia, so you don't exactly rush out to go places. So the reason why I'm mentioning that is that you can actually order that anything actually from Walgreens, shipped to store. So I got it shipped to the store and picked it up from the store, and that was wonderful. I really appreciate that. I appreciated that convenience. So I was just letting people know you might be limited in transportation. You can get things shipped to the store, because I don't like going to a store and then it don't know for sure if they have it. Then that's a wasted trip. So ship to store is a good way to know for sure the product is going to be there. And I did that, and the service charge is free. So now this is a box I can get rid of that I was holding on to just because I wanted to be able to say that. Now that's gone out of here. And my goal in this video is for all these little things that have been hanging over my head like they have, to be gone when this video is over. So I did shout out to S. Hutchinson. Love you, sister. Um, some people was worried about me because I wasn't showing up in groups and on my pages. Part of it is that I went back to doing what I was running away from. I was running away from my own fans because I didn't feel like nobody was checking for me as a person. They was checking for me for entertainment. Touch time. I remember S. Hutchinson talk about that lotion. I'll need to get it. If I know if it smells like Bengay, it's the strength I need. It smells like Bengay. That's the first thing it reminded me of. And then if you read the back of the bottle, it says eucalyptus, wintergreen, and menthol. And I plan to grow a lot of mint too in my garden because of the medicinal properties and the way it smells. So um, I like it so far. So that can go in my trolley cart that I got that I take my things to the health club, which I'm gonna need the health club real bad because I miss my physical therapy. And so this is my speaking of missing physical therapy. This is my self-sabotaging lab. I self-sabotage. These are my worst ways I self-sabotage. Clutter, time, and planning. So I want to achieve the reduction of clutter and being able to focus my time tomorrow on gardening. So I would be able to go outside, have everything out there ready for me, which I did that process. That's why it took so long for me to get to this live. So, and this is my disclaimer. If you a hot mess, love messiness, as in cyber harassment, got no life, live to troll, got hate, this video is not for you. So let's be clear about that. Well, like I said, Visionetics Institute, the video that I should have put that in the link. Matter of fact, I want to do that too. I want to put his link because he's a positive brother. And his video, it motivated me. It was inspirational because it's a lot of things that I was not doing and putting off because of something else. So his video helped me get to the point. It's some things you just got to do majorly. And so this is going to be a major marathon of decluttering. And that's the goal of this live. Hey, Riley Chica. Okay, so yeah. I was trying to get Visionetics link to them. I meant to do that before I started the live, but I had so many things. Okay, so I'm going to his channel now, and that's a brother I think y'all should support because I like the message that he had, and it's a small channel, but his message came to me at the right time, right place, and it was very inspirational. So here I go. I'm going to put that link in this chat, and I'll also put it in. I'll also put it in the description of the video. Okay. So that's out the way. That can be checked. Now I'm reintroducing myself to the new subbies because y'all may not understand my point and purpose of being here on YouTube. I came to YouTube. Well, actually, I didn't come to YouTube originally for anything but music, house music, and technology stuff. And I was like that for about 3 years because I was real pure snob about putting any personal content on the internet. And I'm still somewhat prudish when it comes to that. But what really actually started making me post is that I had a traumatic experience of having a gun put up to my head. And I was living a reclusive life at the time because I was pushing away everyone due to the fact that I was in chronic pain and chronic fatigue. So I was steady turning everybody down. No, that's okay. I don't want to be a party pooper. Woo, 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 woo. Looked up, years went by living like that, and guess what? The pain didn't go away because I lived like that. And then that's like opposite my personality. So when the gun was put up to my head, that was a wake up call. Auntie, if you're gonna be in pain all the time, if this might be your last moment, you need to inject fun into your life. So thus I, started making fun videos. The fun videos is what made me blow up. But those people who was following me for that didn't really know me because I wasn't really revealing who I was. And it was on purpose because I was still very much a prude and I'm a private person. So so I wasn't like rushing exactly to, know them. Therefore, I ended up with thousands of fans for the fun stuff and not really nobody showing up for the real stuff. When I was trying to keep it real, I got little to no response. So that was kind of disheartening and explains why I was over there, Andrea, in the Queen's Court, because I was frustrated. I completely frustrated. So this is me getting back on track because I was doing this on Fat for Life TV. So all of them know why I was doing the lives. I hadn't been doing lives because I'm on punishment. My punishment will soon be over, but this is one of the last few lives that I definitely want to get in, um, so I can get going to the next stage and phase of my life, which is getting that garden together and showing y'all what I've been doing. Now, one of the things that I keep mentioning in my videos over and over is people's inability to problem solve. I feel like all that stuff I went through with Lipstick Alley, all the stuff I went through with different various factions, different various people, it is a direct result of not being able to critically think. So I highly recommend this book to any parent with a child. And this one is created for, I think it's for the 7 to 14 year olds. Is this the preschool one? Anyway, I plan to give this book away. I bought it specifically to give away as a contest. I hope to have my contest or whatever fundraiser going and fully set up by June. Um, uh, when I go missing in action, that's when, hey, Tia Pringle, how you doing? Yeah, I got this. I'm ready. I said I'm gonna do it, and this is something significant, just like the Visioneer Institute said. Do something significant that you can actually physically see the progress. So I felt like for me it would be this, decluttering my life. This is a prize that I want to have offer for my followers, and it's the reason why you'll see in my videos why. I asked the question why. When I got into the lipstick uh drama, Lipstick Alley, that's the first thing I asked. Why? Why you put my name in here? Why do you associate me with whatever? That's how you solve problems. So each one of these decluttering things is a question that I've been asking myself, why? Why is this? Y'all know I live by a train. Why is this stuff piling up? Why are you keeping this? Why are you holding on to that? So, yeah, I'm letting you know that the decluttering process is part of a bigger picture that I have for myself of having a tiny lifestyle. I know I never plan to move a whole bunch of stuff ever again in this lifetime. I've been through traumatic events trying to move from one place to the other, and I really don't want to do that ever again. So I'm trying to clear out my house from as much stuff as I possibly can. And as of today, I'm officially on a diet. I'm not going to be buying and shopping. I just don't want to bring no more stuff in. I imposed myself a rule that uh, everything I bought to shop that I brought in, I had to take that much stuff out, and that ain't really working. I really got to work on getting this stuff out. So I'm gonna have to go on a diet. It won't be no more hauls. This is kind of going to be a haul, but it won't be any more new hauls because I just want to go on a diet of bringing stuff in. Tyria said, I know it's going to take some time, but the results will be worth it. You don't need any help. You don't need any help, do you? I do need help, and fortunately, I am going to get some help. They said they can't come until June, but I am going to get some help. They said that they would help me, and I was, like I said, I'm blessed. Things are going well. So let's start with this book. Getting ready to put that up. I want that out of harm's way, and then the other book somebody asked me about. This is my solar book because I mentioned in that particular video, somebody was asking me about what book was I using for my solar class. Well, this is the official photovoltaic solar book. And if you can afford this book, this has everything you need to know that's on that test. And but you still have to go to some type of certifying agency that's approved by NABCEP. But if you just want to get a jump start and skip classes, you could just study this book, practice the questions in this book. And one thing I found out about this book is that you can actually get an electronic version. So you don't have to get this $150 monstrosity. Well, I ain't gonna say monstrosity, but this is a $150 textbook. I thank the Lord that they gave it to me as I self-sabotage this class, fucking around with Queen's Court. That's my shame and disgrace. Why I gotta wait till July to start that class again. But anyway, that's why I'm bringing this up. So I'm gonna put these two books up. Because I don't want it to be in harm's way. So this is also a thank you to the people who donated to me. Also people who have helped me. My first husband, the father of my daughter, helped me get my laptop out of pawn. This is the laptop that vocational rehabilitation gave me. So I don't really use it. But when it came to passing my solar class, I screwed up, couldn't get it back out. And I actually put it in pawn so I could go to St. Louis to my auntie's memorial service who passed away. And I was mad at myself because I couldn't get it back out and was about to lose it. And I didn't really want to lose it because it had Microsoft Office installed on it. So I was kind of depressed because, just a week ago, this was about to belong to the pawn shop. So this is a shout out to my my daughter's father for helping me get this out. My first husband. So I will not be doing that baby daddy stuff. We was married, and he's a good person, looking out for me that way. So that's getting ready to be put up. Also, one of the things I've been doing is showing people how to use pop bottles to plant. Well, I also have a plan to um, show you how to use pop bottles for pest control. Because unfortunately, pests come along with plants. And in here, because they've been chopping down the trees for the train, we got the problem with the stink bugs coming in. That one is majorly annoying. So I want to help teach y'all how to make a stink bug trap. And tomorrow I'm going to be giving you some tips on planting, uh, start getting your seeds started, some things, tricks of the trade that I use, and then some natural remedies that I use. And so these represent future videos, but this the paperwork is just to let you know I've been putting in the work. I do my homework and then I put it in action. And so I can tell you from my experience what works and what doesn't work. The pop bottle planters, they really work. The pop bottle uh, bug trap really works. And I'm going to show you another bug that's a nuisance if you change your life to fruits and veggies like I did with Dr. Sadie, fruit flies is gonna be a problem. Especially if bananas is one of your fruit choices. Tia Pringley said, "You're not judging anyone. We all have to work with what we got. I'm going to bed, but I do want to encourage you." All right, that's cool. I'm glad. I appreciate the encouragement. And like I said, I'm not shy. And I was determined to do this because I just wanted. It's really more for me to chronicle my progress, yay or nay. I can look back and say, well, yeah, you ain't got that no more. You ain't got this worry no more. And so basically, that's it. So these are the things, upcoming videos, some of the upcoming videos that I plan to do. And this one, I plan to get it out of here. It's clutter right now, and eliminate this as a problem. Okay, hold on. Okay, so it's a first stage. It's a first stage and a second stage. The first stage is here in my living room, and the last thing I wanted was to bring a whole bunch of stuff in here after having such success in clearing stuff out. But actually, it's progress. That's why I like the video um, that the Visionetic Institute was talking about. Those crates are all empty, well, except that one, the bottom on the top. But you see that crate? That's paper. All four of those crates, the black one, the white one, and the two blue ones, used to be full of paper. Now they could be used for something else. And the something else that I'm going to be using it for is planting. I'm going to do my garden this year mostly container because my back injury, I can't really do all that digging, trying to plant a whole bunch of stuff in the ground. So the ground stuff that I chose is stuff that I didn't have to dig like the marigold. But I got one vegetable in particular that I want to do container. I'm gonna use that container for it, and that would be the bell peppers. I eat that a lot, and so when you make your choices for what you want to grow, if you do decide to grow, make sure you get choose things you're gonna eat all the time. Andrew, I have both the inside and outside garden. What I'm gonna do inside. And you see right there, that's my greenhouse with me and my granddaughter built together. I had it in my back porch. I never did get it insulated like I wanted to back there, so it was too cold for the plants, and I brought them in here. So all my mint, basil grew all through the winter in there, just from the light coming from the natural light, no electricity. I had tons of mint all winter. So I took those plants outside and have transplanted. I already uploaded that video showing people what I did. I transplanted those plants outside. And what I'm going to do inside is microgreens. This will be my first time trying it, but they say it's like super nutritious to do the microgreens. And that is definitely something you can do inside that's fairly easy. So that's what I want to try. I'm gonna have trays of microgreens on the inside. Okay. Yeah, I didn't put no warning up African Snow Queen, and I got a tip for you that I wanted to talk about. Toe thing, and this is just the fair warning when you try to do everything natural. Natural ain't always safe. I was so happy with the results of the toenail that I had a problem with and just went gung ho with it the next day. Um, well, that was the wrong thing. I used garlic um, and the toenail came off. Problem is, when you keep that garlic on overnight like I was doing, it also can cause second degree burns. And what happened is I got rid of the black toenail, but acquired black toes because I had second degree burns on the toe tips. So you can overdo a good thing. It worked okay for one day, but that's not something you want to keep doing. So the thing that is safer to keep doing is baking soda. Soaking in baking soda, it really does attack the toe fungus. And because I'm in physical therapy now, I'm more concerned about it because whatever you progress you make with that, it could come right back. It could just come right back. And God knows I don't want that situation. So I don't, I didn't want to show that video of my black toes. I was like, oh my God. I done made things worse, and that was the problem. So that's my true confession. That's why I didn't ever get around to making that video. It's like, damn, I can't show this. I done fucked up. That's what it was. So uh, I'm going to be using. I was trying to come up with like a paste fungus, and it really will make that toenail come off. It really will. But how do you do that without getting on the other toes? That's what I wasn't able to figure out. I tried to make some type of paste because I looked up garlic paste, and it I don't know how effective that would be making the paste or not, or if adding something to it would change the effectiveness. But I did find a natural way, a paste that you make out of baking soda and borax. And that's a more better combination to attack that problem. So I'm going to personally try it and I'll let you know what my results are because I am back in physical therapy and that's a breeding ground for picking up foot fungus. So uh, I'm kind of leery of recausing myself a problem. So I'm gonna be vigilant in using something to keep that stuff at bay. Because I'm proud of my toes finally returning to the right color. All right, so I keep way too much paper. I'm gonna chuck this whole thing. The only reason why I kept it at all was to remind me of why I was holding on to it. Now, last year I used paper for my, not last year, the year before last, I used paper for trying to keep the weeds down in my backyard. That paper was very ineffective. I know with some gardeners, I see they grow shows, and that's what they say use, but it didn't work for me. Hey, sees too much. How you doing? Um, I'm just doing a declutter. I'm trying to change my life because I'm tired of self sabotage. I'm determined to get something right. And so one of the things is I'm getting rid of clutter out my life. I want to have a tiny lifestyle. I want to build a tiny house. I'm in the perfect situation. I'm cool with my landlord. It's a big lot on the side of my house, which kind of space that's on the side of my house. So that's my goal. I'm in a program with the Housing Authority, FSS, Family Self Sufficiency. Shout out to you, S. I did get that lotion you suggested, and I like it. So I will be taking it to my physical therapy because I be needing that after fact. Although, here's a warning: like being gay, like being gay, that ain't something you want to touch in the sensitive areas, body parts. Because I accidentally had some on my hand and touched the corner of my eye, and that wasn't nothing nice. And the same thing, you don't want that to touch the lady part down there. But it definitely helps on the muscles. It's very soothing. I do like it, and I really like putting it on after I'm coming out my workout. I did like that. So I just want to let you know that was a hit. That was a hit to me. Now back to the paper. I kept my problem with clutter is that I'm not a wasteful person. So I'm like the queen of repurposing. So I'm always trying to repurpose whatever I got for another task. And I was hanging on to too much paper. This is a sales paper that come in, which I ain't trying to go shopping and buy nothing. So I'm gonna check the whole thing because I was hanging on to it to do weed control. Didn't work. That's not the best method to me. To me, from what I can see of all the things that I tried, because I tried plastic bag to keep from weeds from coming the next year. Them damn things grew through the plastic bag. But the wood chips, which I was blessed with a whole mountain of wood chips from my neighbor next door. He not only cut my grass, but he gave me gravel to make a makeshift driveway and also a big ton pile. The people who follow me on Fat for Life TV, they saw me dragging them chips over manually, and I didn't really have a whole lot, so I kind of used them sparingly. And when I look at my yard and my garden, everywhere where the wood chips are is much less weed. So that's the hit. The wood chips is the hit. Only reason why I didn't put it over my whole garden is because I didn't know how could I plant. Once I put the wood chips down, how do you plant? Now I know you move the wood chips out the way and dig in. So now that I know that, because I was operating out of ignorance, I have no more use for a bunch of goddamn paper. So this is going outside. Ooh, look at me clumsy. I trip over. Okay, yeah, I'm done on paper. Keep it paper. I got way too much. All right. Now, another thing, I actually wanted to do this at the beginning of the video, but all my videos got to do double and triple duty. I'm very proud because those containers over there, all four of those containers, the blue, the black one, the white one, and the two light blue ones, was loaded with paper. Always about to get around to it, never did. Now, if my paper accumulates more than that light blue one down there, it gotta go. My mistake I was making was getting a new container to contain some more paper, and no, I have a limit now. That's the limit. It can't be no more than that. Now, I have some important information for Note 4 users. This was another one of the things that I kept procrastinating on. People didn't understand why I was doing, kept on making a mention of this phone. This is the Galaxy Note Edge. This is Trina, who I call Trina, the baddest bitch. This one has the best camera, the best sound, works online, all that good stuff. But guess what? It's being raped by Samsung update that causes an error that prevents you from wiping it out and starting over. They won't provide the firmware to correct the problem, and it makes you think that your phone has died. And I think they did it on purpose. As you can see, this is documentation. So when the class action suit finally goes forward, this is evidence that I will be presented. This phone actually works. I've been going through this since January 22nd, the day of my auntie's memorial service. I have been going through the not knowing when my phone is ever going to come back on due to that error. So, so Galaxy Note 4 or Galaxy Note Edge owners, you can participate in a lawsuit. It's a class action lawsuit against Samsung for that very reason. They greedy. They wanted all the Note 4 people to move up to Note 8. But how about this phone good enough and don't need Note 8? So I'm pissed. And it was my intention not only to be continuing to use this phone a couple more years. I was planning on giving away all these devices that I don't really need. That's supposed to be my conscience. The Galaxy Tab 3, this is a Kindle Fire, and this is a Galaxy Note 3. Note 3, Tab 3, and a Fire. And I also got a kid's tablet. All that was supposed to be part of the contest or raffle or whatever fundraiser to give away. And I didn't want to just sell it. You know, many bills as I got, I should just want to sell it. But I was blessed. It's stories behind each of these devices. And I was so blessed. I just wanted to bless somebody. So I didn't really want to, sell it. I just wanted to bless somebody. Samsung made your friend turn his phone in. They haven't recalled it yet, as far as I know. But I know I joined the class action suit, which right now I got the link already ready. I'm gonna put that in. If you want to join the class action suit and you got the Note 4, this is the link to go to it. It's pissing me off because I wouldn't even need none of these devices, but I'm actually using the Tab 3 as a phone. That's how I'm making it. I'm surviving. Is that I can use the Tab 3 as a phone. I can't use the Note 3 because it's locked to Sprint. And the Sprint software won't let me, bypass it and use the Wi-Fi for phone calls. So that's all jacked up. But if you're a Sprint, if you're a Sprint customer, this is gonna be a happy day for you. You get a Note 3. You got a chance of getting a Note 3. She works just fine. She ain't having none of those issues that the Note 4 is. She works fine. They basically been in a box all this time, until I started having the problem in January 22nd. So that's the Galaxy Note 3, and she works fine. She works fine. That's one of the prizes I want to give away in my channel. Um, so if you're a Sprint customer, this is something you will be happy to have. I'm not a Sprint customer. My service is T-Mobile. I'm not changing to Sprint because I already had Sprint. I had problems with Sprint. I'm going to have problems with every cell phone company I tried to change to because it's just where I'm located. And anybody techie, I would like for them to provide some information to me as to how I can increase my connection. So my connection problem, the train. I do live on a train track. So the Galaxy Note 4 people, if you're having the same problem, the solution is to I go through this ritual of freezing my battery. See, that's an ice pack. This is my battery that I got it in an electrostatic bag. Uh, Electrostatic bag. I freeze it, and that is the only way I'm able to get my phone to come back on once it goes off. It's also a program you need to download onto your phone app. Sprint Mars with T-Mobile. I didn't know that. Well, maybe I can get that Sprint one turned on. Well, they told me I couldn't get it unlocked because my auntie is dead now, so they don't no longer have her account at all. I knew it had to be recent because I sure did go through Sprint inquiring. Anyway, I'm gonna put the other application that people with the Note 4s to help you get your phone back on at least to usable is Wake Lock. Wake Lock keeps the phone from going off because as you know, once the phone go off, you don't know when it's gonna come back on. It could be in an hour, it could take a couple of days. My latest episode was all weekend, several days. I could not get that phone back on. But as you can see, it is back on. And that's proof right there. So Sam can't talk no shit to me. This is proof right here. It's not a hardware problem because hardware don't act like that. Hardware don't sometimes come on and sometimes go off. That is definitely programming. That's definitely firmware. And I feel it's a conspiracy. Firmware to deliberately make you feel like your phone has died and needs to be replaced. And I think it's because they want to force all the Note 4 people over to the 8. The 7 was a flop, and since a lot of them was like me, this 4 no edge was good enough. We didn't move to the 8, and I think that was their way of trying. And it didn't just happen to Samsung people; it has happened to the iPhone people and HP people. And so that's my warning to all of y'all, especially in Illinois. Illinois is a bill up to be voted on called the Illinois Right to Repair. That's what that bill is all about. So I am strongly insisting that you pay attention to that bill and vote for it because that is legislation to help prevent customers from being fucked over like that, where you stuck with a device. You done paid 2 years for the phone with me 1 year, paid big money for the phone and expect it to work and can't. Nobody wants to have to be forced into having to buy a new phone every 2 years, especially when you got one at work. And mine was working just fine up until that update. So the link I put in there, I'm going to put it in the description of this video. You could go to those links and look at the stories. There's Note 4 and even that app. Let me put the app in there now. Even that app to help you keep the phone on, Wake Lock. you will see all the people in there praising it, praising that application. I just so happy to get their phone restored to the point where they actually can turn it back on. So um, that's a that's the application you need to. If you get your phone back on, you can install this app immediately. And the only thing that worked to get my phone back on up until this point. That's what this whole thing is about: evidence, collecting receipts. I use an ice pack, freeze the battery, and it's still hit and miss, but it do work. It do work. So that's the solution for that particular situation. I wanted to get that disseminate that out to the public so that other people in the same situation can solve that. Okay, so now I'm gonna put this back in the freezer and go on to the next thing. Next thing is I need somebody techie to, if they see this video, these extenders and routers, that is not improving my connection. I have a very expensive router right there that my son gave me because he worked for H.H. Gregg. I have two of them. One that's going to be part of the prizes, and this is the one I got on the wall. I have had extenders from Sprint, from T-Mobile, and nothing actually worked to help me improve my connection signal. So I want, a tip from a techie to tell me what I need to get. What can I do, or is it just I'm just SOL? Should I look? Um, that's what this paper is for. You had the highest speed internet as such as saying, yet when it comes to YouTube Live, it sucks for everybody. Okay. Okay, well then I won't be stressing about that no more. Okay, because I had went up to AT&T. Speaking of AT&T, that's some more of my clutter that been sitting around, and I ain't get around to it. Well, with thanks to that news, I know I ain't got to hold on to this no more. All this time, I've been holding on to the modem from AT&T. All this time, um, and I only went to AT&T. I only went to AT&T because I wanted to solve that connection problem, and I thought I was gonna be able to get that highest speed internet. This was the highest speed as far as I knew. It was higher than Comcast, and they installed their little modem, and I wanted to teach y'all, spill some true tea on tech. They will let you think you got such a fancy modem and router. I only pay $10 a month for my Comcast. I pay $10 a month because I'm under the Internet Essentials program, and they let me grandfather the program continue until today. But if you have school age kids that's eligible for free lunch, you can get the Internet Essentials. Um, I tried to upgrade, tried to step my pussy up, ST Madison would say, and went for AT&T. After only 2 months of having that shit, I already have a bill of $200 $229. And I'm like, no, ma'am, Pam. You can have your shit. So I'm sending it back. But in the midst of my frustration, what I did find out. So you poor people out there, AT&T also has a similar program like Internet Essentials, whereas you can get the internet for a rate, lower, more affordable rate. So that's the good news that came out of this. But I'm sending they modem and router that they want to charge me $100 for, and sending it right back because me, the tech that I am, I looked up the actual brand, model and brand, which is the Aris BGW210, and you could get those on Amazon for $39, not $100. Okay, so these companies will get over on you like that. So I got a $200 bill. I'm not paying it. They can come and get this shit. So I'm glad you told me, H. Hustler. That was definitely something I was procrastinating on till I did this particular video and had that particular thing to say. That's crazy. 103. Okay, now people, every time I hear 103 for internet, I just want to cry. All of us snoozed on net neutrality when it came time to vote. That's what net neutrality is all about. Let me spill some more tea about the internet. This is all you need for the internet. You don't need AT&T. What AT&T does is lock a device like this to their company. They lock the device. But it's all you need is this device to connect to the internet. And net neutrality is all about keeping the internet free. So no one company could take over the internet and be having crazy prices like that. $103 just for the internet. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. It should never be like that. That's what net neutrality. When you hear that term again, they coming up on the news and they about to vote on it, pay attention. That's what that's about. To keep the net free. The internet should always be free. It should never cost any more than the actual device that you purchase to have internet access. That's just the bottom line. It's just like a television. Did you ever have to pay for TV? Do you ever have to pay for radio? And guess what? They're all exactly the same technology. Radio waves. So the internet should be free. It should be free. Just like you getting YouTube for free. You're not paying for the internet waves to get YouTube. You get YouTube because you got a computer or you got a cell phone that can access it. That's all you should ever have to pay for internet is for the actual device that allows you to connect. And that device is not AT&T. That device is, like in this case, is Aris. Aris is the company that makes the device to connect to the internet. But what happens is private companies lock these devices to them, much the same as a phone, the way companies lock phones to their company. And it's not the phone itself. The phone itself can connect to the internet. My Note 3 be picking up all kinds of Wi-Fi. No phone service on here at all. I be getting Facebook and YouTube. No phone service. Just because I have Wi-Fi. I have a hotspot on this phone. It's a damn good phone. Note 3, this Note 3 ain't having no problem. Not the same problems as the Note 4. The Note 4, that was a deliberate act. And the Note 3 is proof. Because I ain't having that problem with Note 3. I'm only having it with Note 4. And I think that was a deliberate act on Samsung part to force people to go to 8. I'm not having it. Well, thank you. That's interesting. That's my one less clutter that's going to be leaving here till the. I'm glad to get that off my chest. That's one I've been procrastinating a long time. They should have been got it back. They should have been got it back. Anyway, I want to introduce y'all to the method of organization that has really helped me, and that is clear bags. I'm ADD. You got a bunch of crates. I tried to do a color thing. The color thing didn't work because if all the crates the same color, I still had the same problem. I forget what I put in what crate, and then I end up destroying the order that I might have created because I can't remember what box to get it out of. So I need clear methods of organization. And I just love these bags. You can get them from Dollar Tree for $1. And even if they sold out, because they were sold out at my local store, you could go online and order them shipped to store. Same way I got the lotion from Walgreens, shipped to store, and get exactly what you want. All they had was the 1X large, and I wanted so it comes in 3 sizes: large, extra large, XS large. That's all they had was the large, which is 3 bags, 3 of those bags in the large. So this is a XXX works for clothes. And see, as I decluttered my space, I discovered I needed fewer crates. And whereas I had like 1 crate for just t-shirts, as I decluttered, now I've got t-shirts and underwear and pants all in the same crate. So this helped me keep it from being mixed up and jumbled up. I love this method of organizing. So that was just a tip I wanted to share. If somebody else struggle the same way I do, that's my struggle. I can't have a bunch of drawers and stuff filled with different things, and I can't see what's in it. I have to see it. I'm a visual person. That's how I remember stuff. I have to see it. So I really use that system of organizing religiously. So this is like my health club bag. And since my trolley cart does double duty, it's my grocery cart and my travel cart. I can just drop this clear bag in and know that is my health club stuff. I just drop it in, and then if I'm not going to the health club, I just take that 1 bag out. So it's my change of clothes to the health club. That's how I organize with the clear bags. I love it. That's been helping me a lot. A lot. Now, on one of my organizational decluttering videos, somebody had asked me, because I said I struggle with the time thing. Time and planning. Clutter, time and planning. I struggle with the time thing. And primarily now, it's because my Trina, the baddest bitch, is being raped by Samsung, that I can't really use her as the time and organizational tool that I intended it to be. But I just want to explain why an ordinary day planner don't work for people such as myself. I just wanted you to take note of the date. I bought these like it was after season in January. Okay, see here. That's 2017. That's how long I had these. That's how far I got with using these as organization. It just don't work for me. It just don't work for me. So some things you gotta face up to. It don't work. That's why I bought Trina, the baddest bitch. That's what worked for me. Because I can do it voice commands, and it's compatible with the laptop. I can type a date, a time in the laptop, and it go right to the phone. That's why these don't work for me. These books are from 2017. That's how long I had this. And it's almost 2018 is almost over. So these are going to be garbage. Same thing with the calendar. This is a free calendar I got. We in May. It ain't hanging up on my wall because I completely forgot to just hang it up. So these kind of traditional methods of organizing don't work for me. So that's one of the things I'm facing up to. Quit trying to fit. I feel like I'm a round peg trying to fit in a square hole. Don't work. So that's gonna be trash. And then I hate to waste. That's why I wouldn't throw that away because I was like, okay, well at least could use the address book. I ain't even did that. Okay, all right. It was nice. I'm glad you stopped by. I appreciate it. Yeah. Also, to answer to your question, Walgreens shipped the store for me, and that's what I was letting people know. That's at the beginning of my video. I showed them that it can ship the store. Anyway, I'm gonna go on with my declutter journey. These are going to be chucked. So now this clear bag can be used for something else. Chuck the look out of here. All right, we making progress. I'm feeling so good. That. Now I'll be really happy. I'll be really happy when I do the garden video because all this clutter is gone. That's something that was really impeding progress. Now some things sit around for no particular reason, except that I didn't have the stuff to go with it. So I kept going to the store a couple of times to get the refills for these air fresheners. When I got home, I couldn't find the air fresheners. So this kept sitting around because I couldn't find one part of it. Now they have reunited. That's one thing about decluttering. Things that supposed to be together, you find the different parts and they come together. And so all while I be decluttering, I had this only thing waiting for me to get it together to find all the parts. Because I will misplace stuff or forget stuff. Battery's working. And air freshener going in. That's all that bag was hanging around waiting for. Done. And the ones I want to go around the house. The places I was going to were sold out of them. And so therefore that held me up finishing that step. Now I'm finishing on camera. And it may not be a big deal to nobody, but it's a big deal to me because I don't know how many times I misplaced the air freshener refills or the actual plug-in part. So now that is one less clutter, and they can be put to use. Because what good is holding on to stuff that is not being used? That's what I'm learning about decluttering in my trying to declutter for my tiny life. It makes you question the stuff you hold on to and why. Why am I holding on to this? Why am I holding on to that? And I have been figuring out the answers why as I go down this declutter journey. And that was why. My air fresheners had been orphans. And now they are no longer orphans. So I'm going to put this in the bathroom. That's where I wanted it. And that's going in my bedroom. Okay, we're really making progress. Oh, I'm so happy. Lord have mercy. I never thought I'd see this. Oh, so I got all these empty bags. To me, empty bags is a good sign. Empty ones. So this is my clear organizational technique. When I use these clear bags, I can tell what's in there, and it helps me identify stuff right away without pulling a whole bunch of drawers or cabinets or whatnot open. Now, this is my other bag I got. This is my bag of take backs. People ask me why the boy don't help me. He does help me, but he can't help me if I'm still disorganized. So he gets frustrated because I'm looking for receipts or something. So I created a take back bag so that whenever he comes over, because he never calls ahead of time so I can be ready, I keep this at the door. I keep the receipts in there and the items that I'm trying to take back. And in this case, I want to take back this nail stapler because I never did. I never did do the project in my back porch of insulate. So it's no point in keeping that. It's no serving no value or purpose in my life. So that joined the take backs. And I keep that take back on the doorknob of my front door so that when my boy shows up unexpectedly, I'm ready. Okay, you can take me to Walmart or Harbor Freight or wherever I gotta go. And then we stay from being in arguments and him rushing me and stuff. So, take that. Okay. All right, we really making progress here. I'm really proud. I'm really proud, y'all. I am so proud. Okay, now that I done refilled my air fresheners, these can be put up in my linen closet. The extras. That's gone. This box is trash now. Don't need it. Oh, wait, I'm gonna be so happy tomorrow. That's my goal tomorrow is to come back on here and do the garden stuff. So, garden people, that's what I'll be doing. The garden, all garden. The whole thing will be garden. Now, when you have a problem, I try to figure out why. And my problem is it's some clutter that I accumulate And the only reason I accumulated is the color. It's crazy, y'all. That's my cuckoo ways. Um, so here's a whole bag of stuff that I don't know why. I don't know even know where these came from. Party bags. I don't know if somebody gave that to me in one of the packages, care packages I got, but I like just don't have no use for it because I don't throw any parties. But it's just been sitting around. I don't know why it came from. Anyway, some of the stuff I bring home is just because of the color. This is a hydration bottle I bought so my grandbabies, when they get here, they'll have a hydration bottle too. And then I'm copying off of Kaya. I got a petty juice jar. So I can have some petty juice in there. And I didn't really need another pen. God knows I didn't. But I couldn't resist this one just because of the color. And I guess y'all can guess what my favorite color is if you're still watching. Because that's how come these things made it home. I did not need no more ice cube containers, but I am glad I have it because this hydration bottle has a smaller hole on top, so it's harder to put my uh, regular size ice cubes in there. So this came to the house because of the color. So did this Neuro Bliss. This is nasty, but it's supposedly to reduce stress. That's what I bought it for. I ain't like it. And supposedly only 35 calories and only no artificial colors or flavor. They say no artificial colors or flavor, but that's the misnomer because it is artificial sweetener, and that's what Dr. Sadie taught me. It may not have artificial flavoring or color, but it has artificial sugar. So it has crystalline fructose, reduced fruit sugar extracts, sucralose. See, they have sugar in all kinds of way on these labels. And that artificial sugar is what makes this taste nasty. I don't like it. So this wasn't bliss. This was an expensive drink. I only kept it because of the bottle. It's blue. It's pretty. That's crazy. That gets chucked. And something like this, the reason why I hang on to it ain't nothing wrong with it, but it's not serving no purpose in my life. It's just clutter. So that's gonna get chucked. I don't know where it came from. And I hate to throw stuff away with somebody give me, but it's not improving the quality of my life. It's taken away from me. So I'm not holding on to stuff that I'm not using. I'm not gonna throw no party no time soon. And I still to this day don't know how I came up on it. I don't know how it got in the house, how it came. So excuse me, y'all. I'm gonna put this back in the freezer and throw this away. And put the other two blue jars up. Oh my goodness, I just feel a load lifted off just getting that off. Ooh, that is a big deal to me. something that I've been procrastinating on for a long time. I am very happy about that. Now, since I have met my goal here for reducing the clutter in here, oh yeah, there's some other things that just made it to the house just because of the color, the fly swatter. Now, this has been in my house since last year. The flies are back. They are here. So it's time for it to just stop being clutter and be put into operation. I think that's a cute fly swatter though. How about that? Anyway, I'm gonna put it in operation. Instead of being cluttered. Now it's a useful and useful tool. And excuse my perspiration, y'all. It's hot in here. That's one reason why. That's one reason why I didn't do the gardening today. It was too hot to be out there, and I didn't want to have no heat stroke trying to do it. Okay, so I cleared off all that stuff off my table. It's I can't believe I'm so happy. It's a clear table. So now I can get to the good news. Well, yeah, long time followers. Hold on. Y'all know I've been talking about getting off of YouTube, getting off of Facebook, and onto my own website. And I have gone through all kinds of scripts. That's WordPress. That's PHP Fox. That's Dolphix Boonix. That's Ning. That's believe me, you name it. Whatever scripts that was out there, I was Joomla. Some of them I spent good money on, hundreds of dollars for, and they still didn't meet my needs. When people ask me what kind of website I want to create, I meant what I said. A social network. I don't want a blog. I'm not no TT Coleman and gonna be writing blogs every day. I wanted a social network where people could network with various uh, interests, create groups, have chats, just like we have in the chats, live stream. And finally, y'all, I found what I was looking for. Now I'm not gonna spill the name yet, because I want to make sure this is the hit that I hope it to be. But right now, I am so impressed with this social network. It ain't even funny. Just like even just signing up for it, I found out that I can use it with my own domain, because that was my concern. I didn't want it to be another YouTube where I'm just working my butt off for that company and don't get no credit on my domain. So I own fatforlife.net and I can use it with that domain. That has made me a happy camper. And I'm in the middle of a trial right now, trying it out. But so far, I'm impressed with everything. They have customer service that's 24 hours. That's the thing. Even if you get you a website, you don't necessarily know if you will have technical support or whether your users can contact somebody if something go wrong with the script. That was a big problem. That's still a big problem with Facebook and YouTube. They don't have no type of technical support to uh, to speak of at all. So I did not want to have that when I jumped out there on my own for a website. I went and found out the hard way. I didn't want to end up being technical support and also entertainment and also administrative of the website. This program that I got, it is so complete. I'm getting newsletters and stuff about joining the community. That was important to me because when I joined Booning's Dolphin, they had a terrible community. They all of them y'all, I done went through cyberbullying from all kinds of angles, and Booning's Dolphin, that was a cyberbullying of the eggheads, the ones who knew, and against the ones who did not know when it came to information. That was just ridiculous. So that was something else that I was looking at when I considered what kind of social network I was going to, what kind of script that I was going to use for my social network. I finally found one. It's been sending me information, how to, like this guy right here, how to start your landing page. That's what I was stuck on because I got PHP Fox and I got Easy Social and stuck on the landing page. Couldn't get the landing page together. That's what I wanted to be able to do. I am so, so happy to be able to reporting to you that I am finally getting to the point of opening that website. I definitely anticipate opening date for June. That's what I'm shooting for. I'm going to be trial running it for the next 2 weeks. And if everything goes smooth as it has been since I signed up, I will be open. Fatforlife.net will be open officially. I'm skipping Patreon. I don't have to fuck with Patreon because this particular social network has all the stuff that I was looking for. I was looking for chat. I was looking for being able to have your e-commerce store. I was normally in the past when you would get a website script, you would have to buy all those little separate components to add to your, so if you wanted chat, you would have to add that. If you wanted a store, you would have e-commerce, you would have to add that. And that adds up. Well, this program has a free version. Hello, free. That works for me all day. But one part of it that don't work on the free version is videos. Videos ain't no joke. I keep telling y'all, ain't nobody trying to give that away free. So those days are over. Free video. So not even them. I cannot upload directly videos directly. They have to be YouTube or Vimeo or some type of URL. And that's fine for starting out, but that's not going to satisfy me long term. But at least it will give me time to get that server that I need, which you can see my server laying out right there. She's being upgraded to a faster graphics card so that I can process videos on her faster because she's the fastest computer I got, faster than my laptop. And she's laying open right now, waiting for me to complete the surgery. The other good news I got is I joined the Family Self-Sufficiency Program, and I finally got a counselor that really, really works with me. And one of the information she gave me while I was there was the baby box. If you know somebody pregnant and about to give birth or just recently gave birth, direct them to the baby box. They provide this baby box that's like a crib for the baby to be in. And then it's all kinds of things that you need: baby oil, baby lotion, baby wipes, diapers, formula, all in this box. And they send it out to you. So that's the Baby Box Company. It's a 75-year-old company, so it's not new. But they give underprivileged people a chance at getting a good start in life. So that was the information I wanted to share, and I got through it. I didn't think I could get through it. I did it, and it only took an hour and 30 minutes. Okay, that ain't too bad. I'm happy. I got the clutter out my living room. I got my table back. So now my table can be used as the laptop. My laptop can be restored to its rightful. And I'm going to move it back into the kitchen for now, but that's just temporary. It's just temporary, so I can show you guys the gardening stuff. Because I want the gardening stuff to go outside. So as I'm telling you that, I'm going to explain the gardening stuff. So I'm going to close out of this one. Take my laptop into the kitchen, and I'm going to do part 2, which is my garden now. I'm getting ready to take this laptop into my kitchen, having cleared all that clutter out my life. Now, y'all gonna see my other clutter challenge. And it's only because I didn't want to do this outside. Okay. Like I've been telling y'all, I learned how to problem solve using that book, Raising a Thinking Child. I didn't know how important that book was going to be until years later. My kids would tell me, call up, wow, I see what you mean. My friends, when they get on a problem, they get stuck. They don't know how to get unstuck. And they don't know how to solve their problem. And that book, Raising a Thinking Child, changed our lives. So we are problem solving oriented. And so here we go. This is all the gardening stuff. And I'm going to explain it. As I explain it, it's going to go outside. So in the morning, when I show y'all how to plant the different various plants, it would already be outside. So hold on a second. I want to bring the fan in here because it's hot. Second. Okay, on this declutter process, I definitely got to bring the garbage can in here. This stuff is about to go. Okay, garbage can. All right. The raising a thinking child makes me ask the question, why? Why am I keeping this? Why is this clutter here? Why am I holding on to these things? Why? When you ask yourself why, that's how you solve the problem. So, you all are going to see often. Me raise that question, why? Because it's to solve the problem. That is the point and purpose. To solve problems. Why? Why? I have a video up on Fast Life TV with the first little game out of that book, Raising a Thinking Child. It's called the Why Game. They love it. I asked them, did they teach it their friends the game? And they said, yeah. And they catch on. They catch on quick, and it's a fun game. It's the Why Game. Oops. Okay, so I've been asking myself why. And I got the answers. Last year, I couldn't get no flowers out my flower bed in the front, and I discovered why. I didn't know why. I kept trying different things. I tried daylilies. I tried gladiolas. Have not been able to get nothing to grow. So to solve that problem last year, because I just wanted flowers in my front yard some kind of way. And the way I solved it is I bought fresh cut flowers. Some fresh cut daisies. They had those pretty summer colors. And I fell in love with them. And so that's what I'm the queen of repurpose. So I was using these as a vase. These make great vases. Simply Lemonade. These make terrific vases. And what I did is I put rocks in a pot like this. I put the plastic bottle in there like that and put the fresh cut flowers in there. Now that I know what the problem is, why I'm not having any success with growing in that front part of my yard, I eliminate the reasons for having this plastic. So I just wanted to explain that and why I was keeping that. Another thing that has accumulated in my house, but I did want to share the tea on that, and that's these things. Lord have mercy, Jesus. When I started collecting them up, I had to ask myself, why? Why so many? Well, because they are the perfect germination stations. And I use them a lot. And I actually do get a lot of use out of them. But I don't need this many. So half of these are going to get chucked. Well, actually 90%. But I am going to show you why I kept them at all. Because I'm the queen of repurposing. I'm going to demonstrate with these peat cups what I use this for. Okay. Here goes some. Now, these make the perfect germination station. So all of you that's in the college dorms, small apartments, stop saying you can't grow. You can grow. You can grow in just about anything. And when you decide to pick the anything, you want to pick something that's food grade. So these plastic containers are food grade containers because rotisserie chicken came in. So legally, they have to be food grade. And these are peat cups. And the unique thing about these is that you can get your seeds started. I'm cutting this in half for demonstration purpose. You can see, you can fit about 8 of those pea cups in there and get some seeds started. So the first step with these pea cups and why they work so well is to wet them. Okay, once they wet, you put the grow medium in there. And your grow medium is up to you. I don't have no particular brand to recommend. I use Miracle Grow. That's good enough for me. Some farmers poo-poo on that, but I ain't enough of an expert to understand why they poo-poo on. So, okay. So, you put the grow medium in there. And I'm going to be careful not to put it on my laptop. This is going to be the last day I'll be doing this kind of dirty stuff in my kitchen. The rest of it is going to be outside. But I just wanted to show y'all how I use these rotisserie cups as germination stations. Okay, now I got them filled up. And the seeds I want to germinate in here is going to be the sage. I never tried sage before, but I want to now because well, to be truthful, because of Kaya, I want to ward off some evil spirits. I'm not really a sage person or eater, but I heard that the sage, burning sage, really does take out negative ions in the air. So it's worth trying. And since I don't want to grow that many, I don't really know that much about it, and I don't plan to eat it, I'm not going to, make that many cups. So, as you can see, now I got them filled. Move it away from the laptop. Now, I'm going to use a spray to wet this down. Oh, Lord, what did I do with my spray bottle? I'm always going to forget one part of that. I thought I had this all set up. Okay, hold on. I think I left it. Okay. Yep, that's exactly what I did. All right. Use your spray bottle, wet it down, wet the station down. Nice, good wetting. And then the seeds that you want to plant, you will plant in there. And so in my case, it's going to be sage. Oh my goodness, that's why I'm at. Y'all know I got a bag of seeds with no seeds in it. It ain't worth traveling way over to Walmart to get 99 cents back, but I mean, I forgot where I got them from, but it didn't have no seeds. All right, here go the sage seeds. They kind of small. They look like pepper corn. Can y'all see that? Okay. And I'm going to put one seed, well, 2 to 3 seeds in each section. And it's going to be may the best seed grow. Give it another good wetting. Once planted, now I try all different kinds of planting systems, and to me, nothing worked better than this. I had the rockwood cubes. In fact, I'm gonna give that away. They didn't work for me. I had nothing but bad luck with rockwood. I dream a dream. I got it up because it got me sweating. Thank you, Design Boutique. Yeah, that's what I heard. That sage is good for cleansing your home of negative energy and spirits. So that's why I'm growing it. And this is a rotisserie chicken, what you get in Walmart or any place that sell rotisserie chicken. They are the perfect germination station. Why? Because you can fit these in any cabinet. And they make the perfect germination station because they have the pre-holes at the top already. See that? That allows air to get to the plant. See that? The holes are already there. You don't have to make them. They already exist. And then the bottom has the ridges, the raised ridges to keep the cups off the bottom, so if the roots do reach down to the bottom, they won't be root rot. And there still be air circulating for the roots. So these are the perfect germination stations. Only for demonstration purposes. The next step, you put this in a dark area. Now, I bought a cabinet specifically for the purpose of germinating seeds, and that's in my bedroom. But I'm just going to demonstrate what you do. So we pretending like my microwave. We pretending like my microwave is a cabinet. And that's all you would do. Put that germination station into the cabinet and wait. Wait until you got some sprouts. That's it. 2 to 3 days later, you should have some sprouts, and you can keep it in that germination station for a good month or so, because it takes about a month for all plants to get their second set of leaves. It's when the plant gets the second set of leaves is when it's ready to go outside and be planted outside or in a larger container. But this is how you would germinate it. And you want to put it in a cabinet because you don't want it air to dry out the seeds. You don't want air to dry out the soil. So these capture the moisture, keep the moisture in there, and you keep checking them, keep the moisture going on them, and do that for several days, 2 to 3 days. And 2 to 3 days from now, you should be showing and proving some type of plant activity. unless all your seeds was dud. In that case, start all over. Don't let that deter you. Get you another pack of seeds and try it again. But to me, these are the perfect germination stations. Okay, I did the sage, but since I'm not, since I'm not uh doing all indoors, the rest of my seeds is gonna be outside. But I just wanted y'all to see the method that I use. One of the methods that I use to germinate. That's one. I use those germination stations. But because I'm a little OCD-ish when it comes to collecting stuff, I have collected way too many. So these gotta go. I just wanted to show y'all that why I even collected it at all. And it's, it is a good, useful thing for germination. But I'm not going to be using that method to grow this year. All right. Now, on to the next. Why I keep keeping it. Okay. Now, I bought these two planter kits. You can get this from Dollar Tree. They probably sold out now, but you can get it online, ship to store, same way the plastic bags, if it's available. It's still a seasonal item, so it may not even be available anymore on the website. But I bought this at the beginning of the season, and it came with basil seeds. But I'm not going to use mine. I'm not going to use the basil seeds I got with this. Instead, I'm going to put my basil seeds right in my soda pop planter. And the point and purpose of me doing that is because I don't want to have to transfer it. I wanted to, do its full growth. So see, this basil it's pretty much full size. It's almost get to the point where you see the flowers and it's top heavy. It won't stand up outside. So I brought it back inside and I'm just gonna chop all those leaves off. And I'm gonna start over with new seeds that I got from the kit. However, if you're lucky enough to get these kits, you can get these kits from Dollar Tree. It comes with the seed, it comes with the cup. And this is how you can get your kids started with growing. It comes with one pellet like this. You add water to it, it blows up. I'm not gonna do the kits until my grandbabies get here in the summer. And that's what I wanted to show you. I'm gonna use the basil seeds, and because it's plenty enough seeds, you don't need but a few. It's plenty enough seeds, so I'm just gonna grow my basil in my pop bottle planter. Okay, but this is a cool way to get your kids started with growing. Only $1. You get the pellet, the grow medium, the cup, the holes in it. And also remember, any container, alternative container you use to grow, it must have holes in it, and then you need to have something underneath for the water to drain to. So here's another plastic container that I kept way too many that's about to go throw away, but I didn't throw this away just so I could do this video and share with y'all other methods you can use for germination. This container is Chinese food. My Chinese food came in container like that. Has the clear top. You can put those same peat cups in here and it become a drain for plants. But I have plenty of stuff to drain. Don't need this that's being shoved. And only was hanging on to it for this video. Okay, now I'll put this up. Save for my grandbabies. Okay, now here are my seeds that I plan to grow this year. I want to put echinacea down, echinacea, oregano, some more marigolds, and lots of spearmint. So I got 2 packages of 1,000 seeds. I'm gonna put it on my germination tray. I can really show you that germination tray in a minute. One thing about planting, you do have to plan. So last year I made the mistake of thinking I could plant squash, spaghetti squash, and zucchini right next to each other. And my cousin let me know I would end up, because they spread all over. I didn't really know how they grow. They spread all over, and I would have crossbreeded and came up with a hot mess if I had done that. So I'm glad I did. But any food that you eat has some type of seed. And here are my bell pepper seeds that I just saved. I just pulled the seeds right out the plant, right out the actual vegetable in the store, and that's going to grow me some more bell peppers. I went out in my backyard. I had attempted to have grapes last year. No success. Zero. It didn't bear no fruit. Leaves and stuff withered up and dried away. And I was going to pull it up last year because I thought I had screwed up and it was in the wrong place. But no. Turns out they growing just fine because they came back this year. So I got 2 grape plants that's doing great. My raspberry didn't come back. But now that I know grapes do last through the winter, here are some more grape seeds that I'm going to be planting that I got directly out of seeds. I don't mess with fruits that don't have seeds. So seedless watermelon, seedless grapes, no. Fruit is supposed to have seeds. So I saved my seeds from the seeded grapes I had in the intent of growing me some seeded grapes. And I couldn't just put the seeds down there last year because they told me they had to be dormant a whole entire year before I planted them. And the way you make them dormant is to put them in the refrigerator. So they've been refrigerated for an entire year. And so that's my collection. That's going to be in my collection of stuff I grow outside. Now, I put them all in this bag to remind me to tell y'all, whatever plants you choose to plant, you have to create a plan. Because some plants don't play nice with other plants. And in the case of my cousin informing me that the zucchini would have been a hot mess being right there next to a spaghetti squash, I'm glad she gave me that information. So I switched up things completely around. And now I got spearmint where the squash was going to be. I got my spearmint plants transplanted from the pop bottle planters outside. And they doing well. They had a little bit of shock the first day I put down, but they have recovered from that. They have greened up, completely green. So they loving that good fertile soil out there. So when you do get your seed collection going, do your research. Make sure because each plant have a different requirement. I just showed you the sage You just drop them down. You ain't got to poke a hole or nothing. Drop them down, wet them up, wait to watch it grow. The marigolds, same way, you could throw them down. There are some seeds you have to soak in water. So that would be the morning glories. So I'm going to show you that. These morning glories, don't skip that step, because I thought I could skip that step, and I did skip that step last year because I read the part where it thrives in poor soil. Well, I regret that now because I didn't get damn one morning glory. So I'm going to do it right this year. And I'm going to use a plastic container. And this is a Kentucky Fried Chicken gravy or mashed potato container. Perfect for this task. I'm pouring the morning glory seeds in there. I'm pouring the morning glory seeds in there. And I am using spring water. This is Dr. Sabi recommendation. Spring water is recommended for your body and it's recommended for plants. I'm going to put the water in there. And what'll happen is the seeds will go to the top when you first put the water in it. Some of them are floating and some of them already sink. But you want all of them to sink to the bottom. And once they sink to the bottom, they ready to go outside. So these are kind of ready already. They was ready. I'm gonna let them soak tonight while I sleep, and then tomorrow we will be going outside to plant those plants. And what else did I want to? Oh yeah, right. Okay, I told y'all about why I was keeping those containers. They was make believe vases, but you can do the same thing if you really think you got a black thumb, but you just want to see flowers. I got these from Dollar Tree. And you can tell, I mean, if you just want to see pretty flowers, Dollar Tree, dollar. And what's holding them up is the styrofoam that I took out of edibles. I had got an edibles bouquet from a family event we had. They gave me a fruit basket, edible basket. I use that same styrofoam to this day to hold my fake flowers in a vase. Okay, I just about got rid of everything that I wanted to get rid of. The last pointers I wanted to show you guys now. I finally found in my clutter. I'm gonna throw this away. But this is the container that you pay $2 for of mint in the grocery store. $2. That's $2 for this amount of mint. And I'm gonna show you what I just got off of one of my mint plants. Here's my mint plant. I just took one branch. That's all you get in these little containers. $2. $2 for that. $2 for that. For that. When I spent $3 for the original plant from Walmart and have grown this much more, quadruple times from the same $3. Just nothing but water. Nothing special, nothing. They are very low maintenance plants. No timers. It just, if there's any plant you want to start with and you think you got a black thumb, you ain't got a green thumb, start with a mint. Go to Walmart, get the mint plant with your EBT card. If you got an EBT card, you can get these with your EBT card. And you get the plant. They come in containers like this. I showed y'all in another video how to transplant them to the soda pop, and they will grow for a long time before they get too big for this. $2 is what the grocery store charge for this. So it's no excuse to not to start growing your own food. That's a total ripoff, in my opinion. That's a total ripoff. That's the amount of mint you get for $2. Basil, mint, they come in small little containers like that. They charge $2 for that. You could buy the plant and get that over and over. Over and over. The plant don't die, it just multiplies. It keep coming back. It keep growing the roots and keep growing the leaves. So I'm gonna be doing the same thing. I want mint all over my yard because it's a pest deterrent, mosquito repellent, and then it's got medicinal purposes. It goes well in tea. I got moringa tea that I love to drink with it, with some spearmint in it, and just plain old water. I like spearmint in water, and I love me some mango salsa. Y'all already know that. So I said all that just so I can eliminate my excuse for holding on to these empty containers. That was funny in my life. More empty containers that I'm not using, and they're not improving the quality of my life, but they was hanging around because I didn't ever get around to this video. So that's you'll see me say that a lot. This is my round to it. I finally got around to that. All right, another method you can use to grow is Dixie cups. I completely did my cannabis seeds in these, and you can grow them in the rotisserie trays, just like I showed you. Instead of the peat pots, you can use the cups. No excuse. You can grow in anything. It's one lady I follow from St. Louis. She say if you can put holes in it, you can grow in it. So that's why I do keep the rotisserie pan, but I don't need 10 of them. So the other 8 is gone. Now the last method of seed germination that I want to show y'all is with my medicinal plants. All right, now I gotta go get those seeds out the cabinet in my bedroom, so bear with me. Excuse me 1 minute. They've been soaking since yesterday. And so you see they all went to the bottom. Now, I'm going to show you the method that I had the most success with. It's all kinds of methods out there. This is the one that worked for me. I tried rock wheel cubes. I tried the soil. I tried all kinds of ways for the cannabis seeds to go. But for me, this is what ended up working. All right. So you take a paper towel, fold it in fours. And then you wet it up. Not sopping wet, wet is dripping. So it's just a mist, basically. And pour the water off that's in there. And the seeds, that have been soaking, you now are pouring onto the napkin. Okay. There. See, they on a napkin. Now you fold the napkin over and then put it in this Ziploc bag. This has worked for me. This is the one that I had the most success with germinating this way. Put in the white napkin, and you want it to be white. You don't want colored napkins. You don't want that dye in your food or plants. I'm risking my life of my laptop. Lord have mercy, y'all, the sacrifice. Y'all just don't know. Well, I wish I could do this with my telephone so I could keep my laptop out of harm's way. Anyway, all right, now it's in the Ziploc bag, and I kind of demonstrated it in another video before. Ooh, it's off my keyboard. Okay. And then you zip the bag and blow in it. Give it the breath of life. So they have a little air. Blow it up like a balloon. So it's basically like that. And then you put it in the same place, the cabinet. You can use the rotisserie pan like I showed you, like that. Put it in the cabinet and wait. Once it gets a little tail come off the seeds, that's when you plant it in your grow medium, whether it be soil, indoors in a container, or outdoors in the yard. Design boutique, I definitely am trying to still get my tiny house, child. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna put that answer in. Yes, I'm a part of the family self-sufficiency program, and that's my goal is a house, to be a homeowner, and I want to own a tiny house. I'm typing that in. Yes, I do want a tiny house. That is my dream. One finger like I don't know how to type. Design boutique. Okay. All right. So those are the germination methods I wanted to show y'all. I wanted to get that over with so I could eliminate the excuse of hanging on to some of this stuff. And explain to you some of the rest of the stuff. Okay, I got a real bad problem with clover. I'm sick of it. It just take all that hard work I did pulling up those weeds by hand last year. It's like the way my front yard looks is like I didn't do anything at all. So I hit it with hot water. I did the research. I hit it with hot water tonight. And I hope most of them suckers is dead tomorrow. But I'm going to hit it again with some baking soda. And also coffee grounds. I want to make it unpleasant for clovers to want to live in there. So I don't really drink coffee. I just keep it around for family members and guests that do drink coffee. But me, I don't drink coffee. But when I found out coffee grounds will kill certain plants naturally or make it an environment that they don't like, I'm sold. So this is what I'm going to be using. And I had a dilemma because I'm so forgetful. I had my baking soda in the house, using it for house reasons. Freshen your refrigerator, freshen your bathroom. I use this all the time. Soak my feet in it. And this is what they don't tell you. You can buy this with an EBT card. Yep. This is baking soda that can you bake with. And if you go to Dollar Tree or any other store, you will see that it's a box that say refrigerator can. It's still bicarbonate soda. So don't let nobody fool you on that. I get this big bag right here for $7. You spend $1 for a minuscule amount compared to what you get in this big bag. This lasts me all year, using it vigorously for my feet daily for, various purposes. And the purpose it's going to be doing tomorrow is killing all that doggone clover I got building up. So that can go outside now. And I will be showing y'all tomorrow on the live in the morning when it's cooler. Cher's like, hello, everyone. Hey, Cher. Girl, I'm coming to the end of this one. I just wanted to get rid of some of this clutter that I had accumulated with the plants. Hey, Crystal King, how you doing? I'm glad you could join me. Okay, this is the last thing I'm going to talk about as far as gardening. I'm going to come back to you in the morning outside. I am going to be testing out my phones and praying that they work. I have tweaked the Note 3 because y'all complained that, well, I saw it for myself. It wasn't no audio. I hope I have resolved the audio problem now. You was in a lot of pain today. Oh, my sister, I'm sorry to hear that. I was just rolling over and wanted to show you some love. Okay, I appreciate that. I mostly posted this for informational video, so it's not something that I really expected people to conversate. It's just because lives are quicker. I'm doing it at all. So it's just informational purposes, and then I'm gonna go live tomorrow and demonstrate what I'm talking about tomorrow in the morning after I get some rest, because child is exhausted. I still do have fibromyalgia. I'm in a lot of pain too, back pain from bending over, wrestling with them weeds, and yes, I remember you, Crystal. I'm gonna show you what I do. So the last thing I'm gonna demonstrate is this diatomaceous earth. This is what you're looking for natural pest control. We have been chopping down trees around here, and we're disturbing the natural habitat of a lot of species. One being a big, gigantic roach called wood roaches. They like this huge. They already been scattering, and I don't want them to take residence here. So, in a panic, I'm breaking out with the diatomaceous earth, and I'm gonna turn everything white in my yard. I can't really plant anything yet because I want that to work, and I want to get it down tomorrow because I want to beat the rain. This is useless if you put it down and it rains. It's gonna wash everything away. So you want it to be a clear, sunny day when you do it. It might not be anybody left in the chat because this ain't the most exciting chat. It ain't entertaining. This is all informational, and it's just me. It's me taking control of my life. I feel like that I haven't been able to walk into my greatness like I want to because I have clutter. I have too much stuff. And I want to reduce the stuff because when I move, the last two moves I had in my life were traumatic. And I don't never want to have to deal with that again. When I move, I want to drive away in my house. So I'm reducing this whole journey of decluttering is to reduce the stuff. I want less stuff. I don't want to deal with the stuff no more. The stuff ain't making me happy. I'd rather have a tiny house that I don't have a mortgage or rent or note or that kind of stress. Herbs is the best thing to start with. If you don't want to deal with the germination of seeds and everything, go to Walmart and get a mint plant or a basil plant. This is from Walmart and has been growing all winter indoors, giving me plenty of nourishing basil for my mango salsa, and I just love it. Now it's outgrown its pop bottle planter, and it's too top heavy. It won't stay up because it's too top heavy. So I'm just gonna eat this, and I'm gonna start all over in a new container with seeds. I'm gonna start all over from scratch. So now I'm gonna put my cannabis seeds in the same cabinet with the other plants that's germinating. One moment, I'll be right back. Okay. So guys, that was my get around to it, and I got around to it. A lot of these weird little things that I was keeping. Once I started the decluttering process, I was like, Naomi, you got too many. You ain't gonna use all them. So I just kind of get obsessed when I collect the containers. So I'm trying to change that. One container that I was collecting was the season container, but I only need one. So the one that I need has the holes in it, and that's what I'm going to use for. That's what I'm going to use for the diatomaceous earth. Because when you sprinkle this around, it can't be in clumps because bugs have sense enough to know what clumps are. So it really had to be dusted down. And this is what I'm going to use, repurpose, and use to spread out the dimensions earth. If you don't have one of them, you can pick up one of these regular strainer from Dollar Tree. And that's how you apply it outside. So I'm getting ready to take all that stuff outside. Goodness. Coffee grounds. I'm getting ready to take that all outside. And I will be joining you guys tomorrow in the morning outside to show you how I'm trying to get rid of some weeds, how I'm going to do weed prevention, which is going to be using the wood chips. And now that I have shown you the clutter that I want to get rid of, and gotten rid of it, I'm happy. That makes me feel good because I feel positive and productive. And the fact that I did the video and I shared the knowledge. I don't drink and I don't smoke weed, so we're going to have to plan something non-cannabis. Oh, it's that ain't all I plan. That's just personal. I'm planning a bunch of other stuff. I'm planting oregano, basil, onions, potatoes. I already got the potatoes going. They already started. Uh, Thank you. Somebody said I sound like Betty Rubble. I, I don't know. I don't know. I'm happy. I am happy. I'm just elated. I am so proud of myself that I got through this whole thing because it's more than a nursing to put your life in front of a camera. You know, you got them lip stink alley cats, folks like that, like to pull clips out of here and subject you to ridicule when I'm trying to empower your life. So I'm not just, it's not just Mary Jane, and that's the non-THC kind what I just showed you, because I want to make cannabinoid oil myself. So I'm planting basil, I'm planting spearmint, I'm planting I'm forgetting the names because I'm sleepy now. Morning Glory, this is one. Morning Glory, marigolds, onions. I got onion bulbs out there. I got the potatoes down already. Okra, I'm going to be doing okra. Okra, you basically germinate the same way as I showed as the cannabis. Put it in water, wait till they drop to the bottom. When they drop to the bottom, put it on a white napkin, wet the napkin down, put it in a Ziploc bag, and wait. Put the Ziploc bag in someplace dark and wait. The cannabinoid oil works for me for pain. You put it under your tongue. It's no smoking. It's no edibles. You don't have that long delay as with edibles. It take a long time to feel anything from that. The cannabinoid oil, you put it under your tongue, and you are able to get relief from pain with the cannabis oil. And it's not the THC kind. I got cannabis seeds that have the higher cannabinoid content that's legal in all 50 states. So if you want to try to start growing that, you could, and you don't have to smoke it. You can make the oil. You can make the oil, and you put that under your tongue and get pain relief. It does work. So, and that's something I wish I had right now. I'm out of everything. I'm going to be going cannabis shopping tomorrow as well. And I'm going to have my spyglasses, and hopefully I can get some footage. Um, it's hard to get footage that don't violate somebody else's privacy. So that's the only reason why I haven't already uploaded the previous shots. Did you know you can rub Planters peanut oil on minor achy joint? No, I didn't know that. No, I didn't know that. Hey, you learn something new every day. That's what I love about the internet. I sure didn't know that. But in the meantime, the last thing that I want to show y'all, because it ain't going to be here no more. It's going to be in my tummy ate up. I wanted to show y'all the onions. Nobody believe me that you can just grow onions with just water. Absolutely nothing else. No soil, no dirt, no nothing but water. See, these onions grew. And this right here, look, that's the proof where it's been cut. And these are the other onions that grew since I cut the last time. But they do have a life, end of life. And this is pretty much it. It's the end of the life. So this last and final cut is gonna be it. I'm just gonna eat it. But you can get 2 rounds at least minimally from each bundle of onion that you buy from the grocery store. And grow it completely in water. I never knew. I'll keep that in mind. Planters peanut oil. They say there's all kinds of things that guy who invented peanut butter. That it work on aches and pain. And that's what the doctors don't want you to know. They want you to keep popping pills and be on narcotics. I'm off of narcotics. I don't take narcotics for pain. It probably doesn't, because cannabinoid oil don't smell like weed. It's just oil. It don't have no smell that I can claim. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna take these mints and these onions and put it in a mango salsa because I'm hungry. I talked a long time and I ain't had nothing to eat. So I'm gonna get up. What's the question marks for, Crystal? What's the question marks, Crystal? Well, anyway, y'all, I've been up 2 hours. It's 2 hours and 34 minutes. One thing I'm gonna do about this video is I'm gonna check the box for Creative Commons license so that anybody can download it and you can chop up the parts that are relevant to you. You don't have to really deal with none of my cluttering part. If you just want to get to the growing part, the growing information I got, you can cut all the rest of it out and just, clip and share the growing part. I'm just doing it live because that makes it easier for me. Oh yeah, Mimi, I'm wearing your earrings you sent me. Thank you. The oil that you said you had, not the first one, cannabinoid oil. The cannabinoid oil. I'll get it. I'll show you what I have. Hold on, I'll show you what I do. This is cannabinoid oil. This is what I want to make myself by growing my own seeds. And I only got a tiny bit left, which I'm going to use right now. I only got a tiny bit left, and that's what I'm going to use right now. But this is cannabinoid oil, and this company, I can't even see the name. It's too tiny, but it's cannabinoid oil, and that's legal. You don't have to smoke it. This is legal right now. You don't have to be medically approved. And you put it under your tongue. And it's effective. It's not a great taste, but you put it under your tongue so it absorbs quicker into your body. And I just took mine because I had a long day today, and I'm in my normal pain when I don't get sleep. So I take that, especially at night. It's cannabinoid. I'm going to spell it. I'm going to type it in. I just wanted to show y'all you can grow onions in water. No soil, nothing. So if you want to know what you can start with, that's easy. Onions. That's if you like onions, that's one you can start with. Easy. Easy, 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 easy. And I won't type in the right spelling. Cannabinoid. Let's see. Okay. That's how I spell CBD oil. Cannabinoid. Cannabinoid. I might not even be pronouncing it right, child. Anyway, it's been real. I'm glad I even had somebody still to talk to. Because them lipstick alley cats thought I was cuckoo because I was talking to myself. But a majority of my videos is talking to myself. That don't even make no sense. In fact, the majority of all YouTubers videos is them talking to themselves. The labs is just started. It's new technology. So, and I just started using it myself. So I ain't even used to a bunch of people talking, and I wouldn't want a whole bunch of people talking anyway. You might be able to get it from GNC because it's legal. The cannabinoid oil is legal. Anything with THC, that's what's controlled substance. The THC. You can get cannabinoid oil in all 50 states over the counter. I need some bifocals for that. Okay, it say Moving Crest is the distributor. Moving Crest, Moving Crest, CREST. So, and it's made in Phoenix, Arizona. So this one is Phoenix, Arizona. I want to make my own because, like this, in this situation, I'm out, and I just don't want to be out and not be able to have my own. So I want to make my own, so I'm going to grow that plant in order to make my own. So that wraps up everything, my clutter and my gardening, my goals. My goals on this channel It said, declutter my life to have a tiny life, to finish my solar class and start a army of solar engineers. Yeah, they have a, you know what I would do? I will put the link to that company that I bought mine from. I'll put it in this video. And they have a trial size. That's the trial size. I had got the tablets and I got that to see which worked better. I like the oil better. The tablets work, but I like the oil better. It goes under the tongue, and they will send you a trial free, a free trial. And I think it's like $4.95 shipping. So I'll put that link in this description. Okay, Crystal? Okay. All right. Peace out. Peace and love. So I'll see y'all again in the next video. Thanks for all of you who are watching. I see it still for y'all. I'm glad to have the company. I'm gonna have company with them basil and onions in my mango salsa because I'm starving. And I'll see y'all in the morning. I probably won't wake up till about 6 or 7. I only need about 5 hours. I get up with the birds, but not if I stay up to 1 o'clock. So it's whenever I wake up. So 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna be back out there in the morning showing y'all how to get your garden together for the pests and get rid of the weeds that you don't want, the plants you don't want. I will be showing y'all that. Okay, see y'all tomorrow. Well, today, technically, in about 6 or 7 hours. All right. Y'all have a good one. Pleasant dreams and all that good stuff. Mwah.